Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. I shall see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today, where we'll be relaxing as per usual. Just recording. Oh wait, I didn't press save this entire time. I was just here watching it load in. Okay. Yeah. What am I going to talk about today? But honestly, great question. Thank you from the back of there. You know, the person who I care. What's happening with me? Person who I can't see, asking the real questions out here. I don't really know, to be honest. I'm sort of just trying to think, I'm just sort of trying to vibe, just trying to sort of feel it out. But good evening, everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 9:18 PM on Thursday, July 23rd, 2026. I'm feeling, you'd be glad to know, feeling significantly better today. I'm pretty sure the curry I had must have had something in it. Which my stomach did not agree with, as today is a-okay. What I eat? Well, I mean, I had a salad, which is pretty inoffensive, and then I had a gluten-free wrap with some chicken for dinner. So that's all tick right there. Anyway, what should we talk about? Umemisme released that new patch of auto. I've done so many auto runs already. It's this is Zaka. I knew your name. I don't know why I didn't say it beforehand. But like, I've done so many auto runs now on Umemisme because it's very difficult. You are Monty or something like that. Mont, that's it. It's very difficult to have time to play like the half an hour for Umemisme run. Very easy just to open up and go click, and then come back in an hour's time to see how the run goes. I'm actually using up all the parent borrows I have every single day. It's crazy. And I'll certainly need to, because Kapana Ricky is going to be a nightmare to build. And in this new scenario, like it's so crazy because you specifically want stamina sparks in this new scenario, because it's really hard to get stamina. So I'm just like, okay, so I'm going to need like 12 or something stamina sparks. They all need to be medium, maybe one dirt spark or whatever, and they all got to have so many hints for the green skills needed for Kapana Ricky. I'm just kind of like, what have I signed myself up for playing this character? But auto mode makes it so much easier. Like I said before, it's a thing which saves shiny colours for me when they introduce the inheritance system. Doing everything on auto mode, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It just takes time. But yeah, that's not what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about. I'm not really sure. I'm trying to sort of think. Oh, I should talk about Imposter Factory at some point. Not today, though, because I didn't think about it, and I already spent like the first 3 minutes talking about something nonsensical. I would say the backlog has started to run out, so I've started to actually needing to record episodes. I recorded Isle of Sea and Sky for the first time in a while. It's very thankful that we are in a new section of Isle of Sea and Sky, so it wasn't too bad getting back into it. I think In Stars and Time is going to be a pretty brutal one, because that one I've not played, I think, for well over a month. Because that one I recorded so many episodes. Enough to almost make it through the entirety of July. I should double check. Do I have enough episodes for the rest of the week? I think I do. Yeah, this, and then starting next week I need to start recording again, much more consistently. Well, I guess this weekend, really. It's so weird going back into the games. So I'm just kind of like, I don't really know how to play half the time. I'm just kind of like, what am I doing? You know? You understand me? You feel me? You get me? You picking up what I'm putting down? I gotta be careful. That's becoming too rote a phrase for me to repeat off the top of my head. You are Winnie? No, you're not Winnie. You are Winnie. Okay, I got confused with like Victoria for a second. Yeah, I don't really know what to talk about. So I think I'll go check out the games. I know the GMTK Game Jam has started, or is starting this weekend or something. Good luck if you're participating in that. I'm not. Let's see. What's happening in Arshas games? This is a way to see. Halo campaign involved. Okay. Ad-supported game streaming. Naming is hard. 2xKO. Hold on. 2xKO. I did actually watch a video about Skullgirls again recently, because I was like, what happened to this game? Oh, it's them explaining the name of 2XKO again. Which is really, really funny. In a very odd sort, in a very confusing way. Someone out there very much loves the name 2XKO. What do I think of the name? I don't actually hate it, to be honest. I do think, though, it's complete, like, gets completely devoured, I suppose, by trying to search anything up for it properly. It sounds like it would be an absolute nightmare to find anything. But I don't know, actually. Let's see how easy it is. 2XKO. Well, it does get it. I don't know. I think the thing which doesn't make sense to me is like, why does that have no like connection to the League of Legends franchise or something, name-wise? Like, you hear 2XKO, I don't think Runeterra or anything like that. But not that I know what the best game name would have been. 2XKO is just an interesting one, shall we say. To be fair, fighting game names can be kind of wild, if you think about them. Well, I guess Skullgirls is very straightforward because it's kind of the key part of the plot. There's a Skullha, which makes you a Skullgirl. Marvel vs. Capcom is pretty self-explanatory in the name. Super Smash Bros. That's also pretty explanatory, I think. Maybe fighting games. Maybe it's like two categories, like very direct ones and stranger ones. But maybe ones which are stranger only because I don't know what the plot is. I don't know what BlazBlue means. Why it's called that, but maybe there's a thing called the BlazBlue or something in there. Let's see. What if I just Google it? Why is it called BlazBlue? You get to see True Blue. First BlazBlue we see, so it's a thing. Black and red colours of BlazBlue crest. What? Because Ragnar's BlazBlue's fake. What? So it's a thing? I don't know. What else? Guilty Gear? Guilty Gear I can kind of see, I guess. I'm not actually sure if it's like particularly mechanical based or why it's called Guilty Gear. Let's see. Why is it called Guilty Gear? It's part of a trio of scientists called Gears. Justice. Despite being one himself, so he is the Guilty Gear. Okay, so it's a law reason. Fair enough. What other fighting games are there? I'm surprised there's not like a... Okay, here we go. Smash Bros. Street Fighter, very self-explanatory name. Mortal Kombat, also very self-explanatory name. Tekken? I'm not sure why it's called Tekken, actually. I assume it's a Japanese word for something. Tekken. Iron Fist. Okay, yeah, I'm like, again, very self-explanatory names. I guess 2XKO is also kind of self-explanatory, right? 2 times the knockouts? I think it's just a shame it doesn't link back to Runeterra, the League of Legends world, which it develops, and also it's a bit of a mouthful to say. in my opinion, but it's not really my place, I suppose, to say. Which is also strange, because I think like they have like pretty good names. You know? Like League of Legends, like a very old school sort of name. Valorant, great name, I think. What does it mean? I don't know, but it makes you think. You know, kind of sounds similar to Valiant. To me, it sounds like a sort of dramatic sounding name. Teamfight Tactics. I think it feels like it's pretty self-explanatory as well. What other games do they have? Legends of Runeterra? See, I mean, that actually genuinely sounds like a card game name. I wonder if that's a thing you could do. Could you? I mean, you'd have to find someone who knows enough about games, but not about popular games, I guess. Give, like, a quiz and be like, oh, what game genre do you think this is? I mean, I guess that's kind of what focus grouping is, isn't it? But, because Legends of Runeterra, that sounds like a card game name, doesn't it? Do I think 2XKO sounds like a fighting game name? Actually, you know what? I think it does. But yeah. Anyway, I'm not sure I could come up with a better naming thing, to be honest. Again, I don't think it's as bad as other people seem to think it is. But I'm not like, that's my favourite name to write a game, I suppose, out there. But also not my decision. I do find it interesting to make a whole video about the naming system, why it's called that. I haven't watched the video, so perhaps it's not even my place to comment on it. Maybe it's a really good and informative video and sways a lot of opinions, but that's just what was interesting. But yeah, I was looking at like a breakdown of like Skullgirls again, being like what's happened since I've last engaged with Skullgirls, which is honestly a long time ago. I'd be like, why are you talking about Skullgirls? It's because Skullgirls was one of the few fighting games I actually played. Like Smash Bros, of course, I always played as a party game, but Skullgirls actually played kind of as a fighting game, but I didn't really play online because, I don't know, I was too worried to get absolutely demolished by the very veteran player base. Vums Fighting Herds I also played a little bit as well, although that's kind of sadly abandoned, and also the latest patch was not good because the latest released character is like broken beyond belief or something, and then the game will never get an update again, which is a shame. I really wanted it to work out, but I suppose it is a rather niche audience is trying to target of quadruped fighting game enthusiasts. I mean, fighting games, I always say, are one of the game genres which I'd be like, it would be really fun, I think, to get good at it, because it's that sort of game where you can sort of pick up and play and have your own mastery over it. It sounds like it could be pretty fun, you know, the same being of chess, but also at the same time I'm like, I don't want to put the effort to learn to get good in it. It just, it's a lot of effort. But it's fun to play as a party game, but it's also, the problem is the party game is that the skill disparity matters a huge amount, I think, when you play fighting games casually. Like in games like party games, like Mario Party, it doesn't matter if one person is much better than the other person. Yeah, like, we'll probably win most of the mini-games, but there's also a decent amount of luck and luck-based mini-games involved as well, and it can still be fun in that regard. I think fighting games, if there's a decently big skill gap between one person and the other, the disparity is so huge that it feels probably like absolutely overwhelmingly smothering, which I'm not really sure what you do, because the only way to fix that, I suppose, is with like MMR or something, matchmaking based on skill. But if you don't have a large enough populace, that probably becomes quite difficult to sustain. I always say that I want to maybe try and get into Rivals of Eatha 2 as well, but I'm not sure how much of a fan I am of platform fighters compared to non-platform fighters. Anyway, naming scheme. Rivals of Eatha, also a pretty decent name. I don't know, but these are fighting game energy. So it's always very sort of combat themed, isn't it? Which, I mean, it makes sense. Fighting games are literally combat, so. Even Vums Fighting Herds. Oh no. King of Fighters, is that one as well, I think? Do you think, like, Hello Kitty ever had a fighting game or something? Cozy fighting games, what about that? Stick fighting game, Rumbo. I want a cutesy fighting game with the same depths of mechanics that other fighting games have. I put Skullgirls here, which is, I don't know if Skullgirls is cutesy, it's more like noir. Deco noir or something. Timo, I guess Timo's pretty cute. Arms? Okay, that's a fair point. I kind of forgot about arms. Arms, I don't know. It's not like cute vibe. I'm looking for like bubblegum cute, you know. Hello Kitty cutesy sort of thing. Does that seem like a niche market to appeal to? Absolutely. But does it feel like there's an open market for it? Well, I guess Vams Fighting Herds exists, but also doesn't. You know what? Let's check out subreddit for that. That's what I like doing, just seeing what's going on in the community. What happened? Nintendo referenced Vums Fighting Herds in one of their featured news articles today. Vums Fighting Games. I don't think that's a reference. I mean, Vums Fighting Herds is already a verbal phrase reference. What do you want as the next big Vums Fighting Herds project? Story mode. Maybe someday someone will come back to finish off the game or something. That would be cool. Arcade releases? Yeah, because apparently the game's very popular in Japan, isn't it? Vums Fighting Herds 2. Oh, this is TF2, I see. Getting arcade releases is pretty cool. I wonder if they're going to rebalance. Or as if it's going to be the base characters, I don't know. Gameplay Group International. They're bringing they salvaged Avatar fighting game from cancellation by bringing Vums Fighting Herds back to life. That's interesting. Oh, but I see that a different publisher bought the game. But they're fully focused on Avatar at the moment. I did see there was a trailer for Avatar fighting game, and I was like, oh, interesting. But there's still hope for them fighting herds. If they do, what's this company called? Gameplay Group International? The goated company. Rescuing a game, which I played very little of. Yeah. Let's see. Let's get everyone up to speed. Yeah, 8 months ago they announced acquired this game. Wow! Honestly, that gives me hope. That gives me hope of this game. You know what, one thing I never looked up is that I never looked up what Baihe's voice lines are. Because it's a thing. It's a thing, you know, your culture is represented, I suppose, in a game. You go look. Because there's not one, but 2 Chinese characters in this game. Because, Tianhua is a Chinese character. And she says actually Chinese words in like her ultimate abilities and stuff. I don't know. I don't think the voice actress, I would say, is a native Chinese speaker, but I might be wrong about that. But that'd be cool. My niche of being a voice actor in it. Imagine they introduce a 3rd Chinese character, and then boom, I'm here with my okay Chinese. Sorry, I'm saying whatever. Itch.io, top fighting games tagged cute. Well, there's hope for my game. If they do salvage it, maybe I'll actually play. What's this game? Scrunkly Royale. It's very funny. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna round this episode off here. I don't know what I'm talking about. I guess like fighting game names or something. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. Then Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been dazzling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time. Bye bye for now.